ഈ റേഡിയസ് ആർ മാസ് എമ്മിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഡിസ്കിന് ഒരു സർക്കുലർ ഹോൾ ഓഫ് ഡയ ആർ കട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മളോട് ചോദിച്ചത് വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ മൊമെന്റ് ഓഫ് ഇനേർഷ്യ about axis, about a perpendicular axis through the center. നമ്മളിതിൽ രണ്ട് ഒബ്ജക്ട്സ് ആയിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. ഒന്ന് ഈ ചെറിയ സർക്കുലർ ഹോൾ, മറ്റേത് the larger portion. ഇതിന്റെ മൊമെന്റ് ഓഫ് ഇനേർഷ്യ I1, ഇതിൻ്റെത് I2 ആണെങ്കിൽ we have to calculate what is I1. I2 calculate ചെയ്യാൻ എളുപ്പമാണ്. It is a uniform solid circular disk. So the moment of inertia would be for a circular disk is mr squared by 2. We have രണ്ടും കൂടി ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ we have a circular disk of radius r. Let its moment of inertia be I. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിന്റെ moment of inertia is half m r square. I2 moment of inertia about its center is half m2 r2 squared. പക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത് I2 about this axis. So this is my axis 2, which is passing through the centroid of the hole. ഇതിലിപ്പം we can use parallel axis theorem to calculate I2 dash is equal to I2 through its centroid, this is through its centroid, plus m2 h squared. H is the distance between the two axes. First, let us find out what is m2. A circular disk of thickness T, density rho angle, mass is equal to volume into density. Volume is area into thickness into density. Area circular disk ആയതുകൊണ്ട് pi r square. So we can write m2 by m is equal to pi r2 squared t rho upon pi r squared t rho. Thickness same ആണല്ലോ ഡിസ്കിന്റെ, even for the circular hole which is cut out. So m2 by m is r2 squared by r. R2 is r upon 2. Its radius, the diameter is r, so the radius R2 is r upon 2. So we get m2 upon m is r square upon 4. R square upon 4 upon r square. So I get m2 is m upon 4. Moment of inertia definition, if I have multiple masses, whatever mass ആണെങ്കിൽ m rotating at a distance of r from the axis, moment of inertia is mr squared. It is analogous to mass. In rotation we consider moment of inertia, which is analogous to mass in linear motion. But if there is more than one body, let us consider two. So m1 rotating at a distance of r1, m2 at a distance of r2. So as per moment of inertia theorem concept, moment of inertia is for a system is summation mi ri squared. That is, it will be m1 r1 squared plus m2 r2 squared. So I can write it as I1 plus I2. I want to calculate I1 with the hole in it. So I1 is equal to I minus I2. I can calculate, that is mr squared by 2. I2 let us calculate. I2 we said it is passing through the centroid. So half m, now mass is m by 4 into r squared. Here the radius is r by 2. Half mr squared. Half mass m by 4 into its radius r by 2 squared plus m h squared. So m by 4 into h is the distance between the parallel axis, so that is r by 2 squared. So I can take mr squared upon 4 into 4 is 16. Mr squared by 16 common into 1 upon 2 plus 1, which is 3 upon 2. So my I2 is mr squared upon 16 into 3 upon 2, or 3 upon 32 mr squared. I is mr squared upon 2. So I1 is I minus I2, mr squared upon 2 minus 3 upon 32 mr squared. So I1 is mr squared upon 2 into 1 minus 3 upon 16. Mr squared by 2 into 16 minus 3, 13 upon 16, or 13 upon 32 mr squared. So this is the answer choice, which is